We just finished the first half of the notes for lesson 2B, comparing and ordering. We were just about to start talking about comparing and ordering negatives. Remember that when you look at your number line, if this is 0, your positive numbers go this way. So you would have 1 way out here, and those would continue 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to the left, this would be -1, -2 would be down this way. Knowing that they're ninths, we know that this section between 0 and -1 is cut into ninths. So I'm going to have -1/9. And we count backwards when we're talking about negatives. And I'm not doing a really good job of showing an equal distribution here. I'm just trying to make sure that it fits. Oh, it does. -9/9 would be here. That's -1 right here on this line. So -1/9 then is here. And -5/9 is here. Knowing that things get larger as they get towards the positive numbers, we can visually see that -1/9 is larger. So I'm going to put the mouth open to the -1/9, and I would read that -5/9 is less than -1/9, because we read numbers just like we read words from the left to the right. I'd like you to try the next 3 examples. Pause this and do it now, then start it back up for the answers.
Okay. Hey, Mom.
So I'm going to change the denominator here to 50 by multiplying by 10. So I get 10/50ths. So 10/50ths is here. 10/50ths is definitely greater than 7/50ths. So 1/5 is greater than 7/50ths. 4 and 5 are consecutive denominators, so we know that to get the LCM, we would have to multiply them together. So we will get 20 as our LCM. We'll change 3/4 into 20ths, and we'll change 4/5 into 20ths. I'd have to multiply the 4 by 5, which means I'll have 15/20ths here. And over here, I have to multiply the 5 by 4, which means I have 16/20ths. 15/20ths is less than 16/20ths, therefore 3/4 is less than 4/5. Now here's one of our negative ones. So we have to get a common denominator. I'm going to come way over here and see if I can find an LCM. Divide by 2 to get 8 and 5. 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 times 8 is 80. So my least common denominator is going to be 80. -9/16 has to be negative something 80ths. 16 times what is 80? If that's hard for you, open up your calculator and do, whoa, did not mean for that to happen, and do 80 divided by 16, 5. So that's how you figure out that you're going to multiply by 5 here. And -9 times 5 is -45/80ths. Now we have to change the -7/10 into negative something 80ths. That one's a little easier. Multiply by 8 to get -56. Remember that on a number line, we're counting backwards. So if these were positive, this one would be smaller, but they're negative, so I kind of flip it. This one would be smaller. So -7/10 is where I point to. -9/16 is greater than -7/10. Tune in for part 3.